3 decades have passed since the premiere of Saved by the Bell on NBC, and during this period, we've bid farewell to numerous individuals from the Bayside clan, including a pivotal member of the show's central circle of companions. Let's take a moment to remember some of the performers from Saved by the Bell who have moved on. Dustin Diamond. Devotees of the initial Saved by the Bell series would undoubtedly have appreciated witnessing Dustin Diamond reprising his role as the endearing geek Samuel Screech Powers in the Peacock Network's revival. Regrettably, that prospect is no longer attainable. The performer passed away in 2021, just weeks after receiving the devastating news of being diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. He was 44. Diamond, a native of San Jose, California, was born to Jaime and Mark Diamond. His father instructed digital electronics for a computer processing company, and his mother served as a computer operator for Pacific Bell. Diamond, who followed the Jewish faith, attended Zion Lutheran School. Following the conclusion of Saved by the Bell, Diamond delved into stand-up comedy, engaging in sporadic tours. He also made appearances on various game and reality shows, including The Weakest Link and Celebrity Boxing 2. Additionally, Diamond had cameo roles in films such as Maid, 2001, and Dickie Roberts, former child star, 2003. In 2007, Diamond participated in the 5th season of Celebrity Fit Club, where he found himself at odds with individuals like former American Idol finalist Kimberly Locke, country singer Cletus T. Judd, rapper Dabrat, the show's host, Ant, and the program's trainer, former USMC Sergeant Harvey Walden IV. Tensions escalated during an episode when Diamond pondered the outcome of a physical confrontation with Ant. His remarks led to a confrontation with Walden, resulting in a heated exchange. On February 11, 2011, Diamond teamed up with Jordan McIntree and Knight Wagner in an intergender match at AAW in Marionette Park, Illinois, facing off against Mischief, Marion Fontaine, and Crotch. In his final wrestling match on July 7, 2012, at FTW Summer of Sin in Ronkonkoma, New York, Diamond participated in a tag team main event. Following Diamond's passing, Dan Block, the founder of Insurance King and a close friend of Diamond, collaborated with Josh Bilicki, the driver of the Fest 52 Rick Ware Racing Ford, to pay tribute to Diamond by featuring a memorial car in the 2021 Verizon 200 at the Brickyard. Jack Angelus. The educators at Bayside High showcased a diverse array of personalities. While some took pleasure in tormenting rather than educating their students, others found themselves out of their depth in dealing with teenagers. This wasn't the scenario for Mr. Tuttle, Jack Angelus, the school's choir director, music teacher, and driver's education instructor. Known for his jovial demeanor and well-received by his students, Mr. Tuttle faced his primary challenge in the form of an antagonistic relationship with Mr. Belding, Dennis Haskins. Despite his limited appearances in the series, Mr. Tuttle left a lasting impression as one of the standout teachers. Saved by the Bell marked Angelus' most prominent acting role, although he also made appearances in several other TV series and films, including guest roles on Falcon Crest and Growing Pains. In May 2009, he passed away at the age of 59 following a brief hospitalization. Monty Hoffman. Coach Sansky, Monty Hoffman, wasn't exactly the kind of character that would fit seamlessly into a 21st century TV show. As an unabashed, sexist pig, particularly in the eyes of Jesse Spano, Elizabeth Berkley, he generated controversy during his brief 2-episode appearance on Saved by the Bell. He's most likely recalled as the coach driven by testosterone, who adamantly opposed having a girl on the wrestling team. Beyond his short-lived role on Saved by the Bell, comedian Hoffman initiated his Hollywood journey as a bouncer in the film Howard the Duck. He became a sought-after guest on numerous popular 90s TV series, making appearances on Roseanne, Boy Meets World, and Family Matters. Additionally, he featured in stand-up comedy shows like A Night at the Improv and Last Comic Standing. In 2009, he appeared in Judd Apatow's Funny People. Monty Hoffman passed away in 2013 at the age of 60. Luan Gideon. Luan Gideon portrayed Becky, the spouse of Principal Richard Belding in Saved by the Bell. Despite appearing in only one episode of the series, she encountered a significant ordeal. In Season 4's Earthquake, Zach devises a plan to escape a physics test he hasn't prepared for. With Mr. Belding's wife in the late stages of pregnancy, Zach seizes the opportunity when she arrives at Bayside the week of the test. He fabricates a story about a clandestine baby shower coinciding with the exam. Mr. Belding, caught off guard, greenlights the party, leading to an unforeseen twist. During the event, an earthquake occurs, trapping Zach in an elevator with Becky Belding. In an unexpected turn of events, Mr. Belding's most troublesome student assists in delivering his baby. Luan Gideon was an American actress renowned for her portrayal of the antagonist Danielle Atron on Nickelodeon's The Secret World of Alex Mack. She also held the distinction of being the final actress to portray Liza Walton Centel on the enduring soap opera Search for Tomorrow. Born in Erath County, Texas, Gideon initially pursued a career as a jazz singer in Europe and Asia before transitioning to acting in the United States. She earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Baylor University in Waco, Texas, 1978, majoring in oral communications, radio, television, film. In her freshman year, she garnered the rare accolade of being voted a Baylor Beauty. In 2006, she departed Los Angeles for the Blue Ridge Mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, where she continued her professional journey as a writer and stage actress. Overcoming breast cancer in 2009, she married her longtime partner, veteran entertainment executive Walt Borchers, in 2011. The wedding, presided over by their close friend Bryan Cranston, took place in Lake Como, Italy. Unfortunately, her cancer resurfaced in late 2013, and she passed away surrounded by loved ones on February 3, 2014, at the age of 58. Gary Beach. Gary Beach gained fame for his award-winning portrayal as the unfortunate theater director Roger Debris in both the stage and film adaptations of The Producers. However, enthusiasts of Saved by the Bell will likely recall him as Jem Diamond, the slick salesman who dupes Zach in the Season 4 episode Class Rings. Gary Beach and his spouse, Jeffrey Barnett, resided in Palm Springs, California, where Beach passed away on July 17, 2018, at the age of 70. Beach, originally from Alexandria, Virginia, graduated from Groveton High School and later from the North Carolina School of the Arts, where he shared his alma mater with Beauty and the Beast co-star Terrence Mann. In 1994, Beach originated the humorous character Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast, earning a Tony Award nomination for Best Featured Actor in a Musical. His portrayal of Roger Debris in The Producers in 2001 secured him a Tony Award for Featured Actor in a Musical. In 2004, Beach took on the role of Albin in the Broadway revival of La Cage aux Folles, resulting in his third Tony nomination, this time for leading actor. Following his role in the 2005 film adaptation of The Producers, Beach reprised his stage character as Roger Debris, a historic feat of simultaneously playing the same role on Broadway and in cinemas during the movie's release. In 2006, he embodied the character Thénardier in the Broadway revival of Les Miserables, a role he initially portrayed in the Los Angeles production. His earlier contribution to the 1989 Les Miserables complete symphonic recording was as a member of the chorus. March 2008 saw Beach joining the U.S. national tour cast of Monty Python's Spamalot, assuming the lead role of King Arthur. Beach's Broadway portfolio encompasses Annie, Doonesbury, The Mooney Shapiro Songbook, Broadway Bash, Sweet Adeline, Something's Afoot, and 1776. He toured nationally in the James Kirkwood comedy Legends, alongside Mary Martin and Carol Channing. Beyond Broadway, Beach was renowned for his performances in summer stock theater. In later years, he frequently graced Sacramento's music circus, delighting audiences in productions such as Guys and Dolls, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and Spamalot. Henry Pollitt's Second. Henry Pollitt II portrayed the role of the drama instructor Mr. Bainbridge in the Season 4 episode Snow White and the Seven Dorks, where the gang delivers a rap rendition of the renowned story. Pollitt passed away on August 11, 2013, due to cancer. As a veteran of the U.S. Army during the Vietnam era, he found his final resting place at the National Memorial Cemetery of Arizona in Phoenix. He completed his Master of Fine Arts degree at Florida State University and later served in the military police at Fort Riley in Kansas. During his time at Florida State University, he took center stage in numerous stage productions, including Our Town. Pollitt actively participated as a member of the Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity. In 1975, he was a regular cast member on Mel Brooks' briefly aired television comedy When Things Were Rotten. Additionally, Pollitt assumed the recurring role of Dracula in Monster Squad, 1976. Throughout the 1980s, Pollitt frequently graced the stage as a celebrity guest on various game shows. His notable appearances included multiple instances on the $25,000 Pyramid and versions of the $100,000 Pyramid hosted by Dick Clark and John Davidson, all under the production of Bob Stewart. In 1986, Pollitt hosted the game show Double Talk and presented a pilot for a revival of Stewart's I Guess called IQ in 1988. He also shared announcing duties with Johnny Gilbert and Dean Goss on the latter edition of the $100,000 Pyramid. Pollitt showcased his talents in foreign and regional accents, ballroom dancing, and baritone singing. From the early 1990s until his passing, Pollitt gained recognition as the original voice of the Scarecrow with a British accent in Batman, the animated series. Initially possessing a deep, gruff voice, he later adjusted it to a slightly higher tone for the role. Pollitt also made significant contributions to Florida State University, guest starring in the School of Theater's rendition of A Christmas Carol, where he portrayed Ebenezer Scrooge in 1996. Avery Schroer. After enjoying a lengthy career that commenced in the mid-60s, comedian Avery Schroer showcased his enduring humor as a guest star on Saved by the Bell in the 80s. Schroer took on the role of Dr. Mertz in Season 1's Beauty and the Screech, portraying an enthusiastic, mustached science teacher who delighted in presenting molecule hats to his top-performing students. In 1994, Schroer experienced a heart attack due to complications from diabetes. Although he underwent triple coronary artery bypass surgery, he never fully rebounded and succumbed to another heart attack on January 7, 2002, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Born in Chicago, Illinois, to Minnie Inee Shear and George Schreiber, he initiated his career at the Goodman Theater in Chicago. Joining the Second City, Schreiber partnered with Jack Burns to establish the comedy duo Burns and Schreiber. Together, they recorded numerous comedy albums and made appearances on various television shows. Schreiber adhered to the Jewish faith, remembered for his iconic Doritos commercials in the 1970s and 1980s, along with his roles in several television series. Schreiber was easily recognizable by his distinctive bushy handlebar mustache, curly hair, and comedic flair. In 1965, Schreiber portrayed Captain Manzini on My Mother the Car. During the summer of 1973, he co-hosted the ABC comedy The Burns and Schreiber Comedy Hour. A frequent guest star on the sitcom Chico and the Man, he also appeared as a regular guest panelist on the game show Match Game. Schreiber made a guest appearance in the first season of The Muppet Show, written by his former partner Jack Burns, whom he referenced in a stand-up routine during the episode. Additionally, he participated in the 1980 Tournament of Celebrities on the Jim Perry-hosted version of Card Sharks. His film credits include The Monitors, the inaugural film production of Chicago's Second City comedy troupe, 1969, Don't Drink the Water, 1969. Deadhead Miles, 1972. Swashbuckler, 1976. The Last Remake of Beau Geste, 1977. The Concorde. Airport 79. Silent Scream, 1979. Scavenger Hunt, 1979. Caveman, 1981. Jimmy the Kid, 1983. And Robin Hood, Men in Tights, 1993. Avery remained active in film, television, and theater, even teaching improvisational theater techniques until his passing. He conducted master classes at the Second City in both Chicago and Los Angeles. He and his wife Rochelle were blessed with 2 children, Mary Pat Gleason. Saved by the Bell, enthusiasts will recognize Gleason in the role of Madame Ouf, a French instructor who falls short of fluency in the language. She makes an appearance in the Season 2 episode The Babysitters, where Kelly entrusts her little brother Billy to the care of her friends. Gleason passed away from cancer on June 2, 2020, at the age of 70. Gleason, born in Lake City, Minnesota, was the daughter of Mary Elizabeth, Kane, and Harold Clifford Gleason. During her high school tenure in St. Paul, Minnesota, she took on a prominent role in a Theater St. Paul production of Once Upon a Mattress. Her inaugural screen performance transpired in a 1982 episode of Texas, a soap opera broadcast on NBC. Her filmography boasts over 50 feature films, encompassing titles like I Now Pronounce You, Chuckempa, Larry, Basic Instinct, Traffic, Bruce Almighty, 13, Going on 30, The Crucible, Bottle Shock, A Cinderella Story, The Island, Killing Kennedy, and Nina. In one of her final roles, she lent her voice to Professor Foxtrot in College Humor's animated web series, WTF 101. Beyond her acting pursuits, Gleason engaged in writing for Guiding Light and contributed to the team that clinched the 1986 Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Daytime Drama Series Writing. Gleason emerged as a vocal advocate for mental health treatment. In 2006, she crafted and starred in Stopping Traffic, a solo performance delving into her battles with bipolar disorder. The play has since become an educational resource for the Mayo Clinic's mental health programs, Hamilton Camp. Hamilton Camp made an appearance in the inaugural Saved by the Bell episode, 1989's Dancing to the Max. Portraying Mr. Margolis, Bayside High's music teacher, Camp passed away due to a heart attack on October 2, 2005, just 4 weeks before his 71st birthday. London-born, Camp experienced evacuation to the United States during World War II as a child alongside his mother and sister. He initiated his journey as a child actor in films and on stage. Originally performing under the names Robin Camp and Bob Camp, he later adopted the name Hamilton, after aligning with the Subud spiritual movement. For a period, he identified as Hamad Hamilton Camp, leading the group Skymonters, which released an album in 1973 on Elektra. Embarking on his acting career at the age of 12 in 1946, Camp delved into folk singing at the Newport Folk Festival in 1960. His first recording, alongside Bob Gibson, was the 1961 release Bob Gibson and Bob Camp, At the Gate of Horn. Over the subsequent 4 decades, he maintained a dual career as a musician, songwriter, and actor. A notable accomplishment was his authorship of the song Pride of Man, recorded by various artists, including Quicksilver Messenger Service, Graham Parsons, and Gordon Lightfoot, who featured it on his inaugural record. Camp's television appearances encompass 3 episodes of The Feather and Father Gang in 1977. In WKRP in Cincinnati's opening season in 1978, he guest-starred as Del Murdoch, owner of Del's Stereo and Sound. Returning to WKRP, he portrayed Johnny Fever's ex-wife's new fiancé. In 1978, he assumed the role of Warren Beatty's valet, Bentley, in Heaven Can Wait. By 1980, he became a semi-regular on Too Close for Comfort as Arthur Wainwright, the adventurous, youth-oriented boss of Henry Rush, and appeared on the Fox sitcom Titus as Aaron Fitzpatrick's alcoholic father, Merritt. Camp took on the character Bart Furley, the brother of Don Knotts' character Ralph Furley, in an episode of Three's Company titled Furley vs. Furley. He also lent his voice to Professor Moriarty in the English dub of the anime series Sherlock Hound. Camp entered matrimony with Rajada Lisa Jovita Chiz in 1961, and the couple had 6 children. His wife passed away in 2002, and he is survived by his 6 children and 13 grandchildren. Hello, dear viewers. As we come to the end of this incredible journey together, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your unwavering support, enthusiasm, and engagement. Creating content for you has been an absolute joy, and I can't thank you enough for being part of this community. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. It's just a pit stop on our quest for knowledge, creativity, and inspiration. Let's continue to learn, explore, and grow together. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you won't miss what's coming next.